Good afternoon, good morning, and good night, dear old Trovians. Hopefully, everybody's doing good. Basically, the game went back once again, of course. Hopefully, basically, this time, as I was doing a stream earlier, basically, I just split it up into three different parts because Trove is just basically it was just glitching out and crashing and stuff like that. So I basically labeled it one, two, and three. Of course, um, like I said, everything I do with my channel, it is always live. So, like I said, I don't go along and re-edit or rehash my videos itself. So, like I mean, if there's glitches and stuff like that, basically, I'll basically live with the glitches, whatever the case may be. It's just annoying to deal with that, but it's what it is. But anyway, regardless of that, I'll be just doing just a little bit more grind here, trying to get my dailies done before I go to work because I've got only a couple of hours now before I have to go to work again. And of course, later on in the morning, I'll probably do another stream, of course, as always. And hopefully, everybody's doing great, of course, on the other end. Like I said, I'm trying to get just a few more, basically, gem dust and stuff like that, and a few more cores. Trying to actually get my Solarian completed, and so on and so forth. So, like I said, it's a lot of work. Like I said, I'm even trying to think of another concept so I'd be able to help you guys even further. Like I said, I'm trying to see exactly what you think. Like, I mean, to working together and stuff like that to make stuff work. Like I said, just to make the game a little bit more interesting because of course, it's just that even if it's only a handful of people doing that, like I said, it does help quite a bit. But what I'm saying is, like I said, just have a group of people that can actually get up into the higher ranks and stuff like that. Just to have the community that's actually helping each other. And that's exactly my own suggestion in that direction. Because I know, like I said, there's a lot of stuff that you can actually do in this game and stuff, whatnot. And just to have everybody to work together. But I mean, some people, like I said, will not agree to that, whatever the case may be. But I mean, it's just a suggestion. And that's exactly what I look at. Like, I mean, you gotta remember, I'm at endgame myself, and I could definitely help. Like I said, the demographic, and if I can help you guys more than just giving information, but to grind together and stuff with you guys and whatnot. As I said before, I don't go below Uber 8, but of course, the information there that's available in my YouTube channel, also on here, will help you get to the Uber 8 very easily. Like, I mean, it's just how to get, like I said, the mastery system to work right for you, how to do the gems, how to do different things in the game itself, so you're able to push up those stats and it'll be a lot easier to get there. Like, I mean, yes, I could drop down to the lower Ubers, but of course, I'd be losing the grind. And you guys basically, I would just become a grind bot for you guys. So that's exactly what I look at. So at least you be able to work on your characters, learn how to play the game a little bit, and then basically work on the last levels of basically the Ubers itself, and just working together to try to get that. Like, I mean, I would love to see a bunch of you guys getting up to Uber 11, so you could start getting ready for Endgame as well, and doing exactly the same as me. But of course, a lot of the mastery and stuff like that you will not be able to get. I guess you still be able to get the 500. The only thing is, you won't be able to get a lot of the costumes and stuff I have, just because they are marketing and stuff that you can buy from the store, like from with cash and stuff like that, or just credits. So what happens is, like I say, once they're gone, they're actually removed from the game permanently, and that's just sad. Like, I mean, that point. But like I said, it's just dealing with that itself, and like I said, try to help you guys with what's currently available in the game and what you can actually grind. And that's exactly what I've been trying to do in the last little bit. That's exactly what my videos and stuff is about, trying to really get that working right for you guys because, like I said, there's a lot of stuff still left to do. You can still get to like this a 500 plus mastery if you get everything in the game itself and get some of the rare stuff, rare drops and stuff in the game as well. Like, I mean, it will take you a while to get up there. Like I said, it's not something that's going to be like, oh my God, I just got like 350 mastery in a week. That's not going to happen that way. But what's going to happen is it's going to be a grind and a half. And if I can help it with that, I would actually enjoy that quite immensely and try to help you guys as much as I can. Like I said, it's just getting there and getting the PR that's required to go to Uber 8. Like I said, I did help quite a few people already to get to 25K. 25K is basically a pinnacle, of course, a pinnacle level, and basically, even like I said, a lot of these people don't even have the dragons and stuff like that. Once they get there, they'll get to about 30K because each dragon will give you X number of PR, anyways, and also will give you the stats and stuff like that too. Like, I mean, if you get like the primordials and stuff like that, primordials is meant basically. I would make this suggestion to anybody: get the primordials first, because I'll tell you what it does. It goes along and helps you with all your empowered gems. It gives you stats and overstats of your empowered gems, so you'll be able to actually get more DPS and everything else out of your character. And once you actually get up there, like, yes, there is going to be points of, like I said, trying to get the basically the eggs, because you need diamond dragon eggs for all three. Basically, and there's another one. I don't know if it's counted as a primordial, because I know it's not in the primordial list, but I don't know. Like I said, it does give you light, and there is one specific dragon for that. So it's like it gives you almost the same amount of light as the primordials, like when it comes to regular stats. But it just gives you light instead, and like instead of physical damage or whatever the case may be. But on the other hand, like I said, I'm not sure if it's counted as a primordial, because, like I said, it's not in the primordial, like I said, standoff. So, but there is 3 that you can collect, and that is the fire, and I'll show you exactly what they are when it comes to it. I'll show you exactly the mounts itself, primordial dragons here. There is basically the sky one, which is the spark of the sky, the soul of the sea, and heart of the flame. And that is the 3 that you can actually collect in the game itself to help with those 3. But now there is a 4th one that, like I said, it's just the information on the 4th one was actually added when they added the delves and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to figure out if that one is actually viable as a primordial, because it's not. Like, I mean, it does give you almost the same stats as a primordial, and like I said, it just gives you extra little bit of light. But anyway, regardless of that, instead of me doing that in a loop, I'm just gonna basically not repeat myself again. But anyway, regardless of that, like I said, right now I'm just trying to get some more gem dust, get everything running, and so on and so forth. Like I said, and trying to do some more dungeons. Like, I mean, the dungeons around me right now are completed in most cases, but I do only have a short period of time to get this done. Like I said, it's 5:42 p.m. on my side, and I do have work at 8 o'clock, so I got very short time to get this done. Go up and do some shopping, of course, so when I go back to work, I've got something to basically give back to my customers and stuff like that. But yeah, just working on this and try to make things work with the characters and stuff like that. So it makes it a lot easier. Now I'm looking at this, and I'm honestly looking at trying to get another line of dungeons started, because now, of course, with the lines of dungeons and stuff like that, I like to be able to get a bunch of dungeons together, because it makes it a lot easier for me to just go pop and do a dungeon, pop, do another dungeon, and so on and so forth. So, like I said, I'm trying to go be as efficient as possible. But like I said, the way some people grind, they'll basically grind in one line. And when you come back in this map, you got to basically go zigzag. so it takes a little bit more time to get those dungeons and stuff done. So this is exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm just trying to basically fix that zigzag and go back and actually do like a little bit more of a straight line, but actually to fill in the gaps where another person, looks like another person was in here doing the dungeons. So yeah, trying to get some 3-star dungeons done too, so I'll be able to get that done. Like I said, it's just more to do with that itself. Like I said, if you want to, like I said, if you like this video, like I said, you can always hit that follow button itself, and I can basically help you with different things in the game itself, and you'll be able to know exactly when I'm streaming and stuff to that as well, and be able to get that information out there, and be able to help you guys with as much as possible. Now the thing is, what I could do as well, like I said, if you're there, like I say, in the chat and stuff like that, I'll be able to answer your questions and stuff while I'm actually live as well. So we'll basically help you with as much as I can with the game itself. Now I will be playing other games, as I mentioned before. Like, I mean, you gotta remember, I still be doing my daily stream here, but I'm only doing my camera bursts and stuff as I normally would do, as long as the game stabilized and keeps allowing me to stream instead of having cut-offs like what I was doing yesterday or earlier this morning. Like, I mean, it is all to do with the event. I can understand that. It's just horrible, and it's horrible just to basically to see that. Plus, like I said, when it comes to trying to do, like I said, I'm not trying to do multiple short videos. No, I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to actually do a longest video as possible, like to try to do it roughly about an hour each video, because I know Trove only goes for about 2 hours at most, even on its good day, and basically it'll actually end up cutting off. So, like, I mean, that's why I said I'd basically be able to play other games and stuff like that while this event is on the go. Then I'll be able to go along and switch out and pretty much come back to here even after the event and try to do the 2-hour streams again, and so on and so forth. I'm only doing what the game is going to allow me to do, and that's exactly what's happening. Like, I mean, I'd love to be able to actually just to basically be able to keep streaming and do longer streams, but like I said, Trove is Trove. You know, it's what you got to deal with when you actually do what I do itself and deal with what I get to deal with. But it's okay. Like, I mean, I'm not complaining about it. It's just more of an annoyance that it does do it that way. Now I can actually go along and do video editing and put all the video together and so on and so forth. But of course, the console doesn't allow you to do that. Well, not a great job with it. Like I said, I can put it on my computer and use basically a reclipping tool and stuff like that, and be able to put it all together. But the only thing is, then I got to tell you guys, hey, it's a pre-recorded, and I don't do pre-recorded. I'll go along and use everything live. So, like, it's just one of those things. I don't want to be changing the way my channel is itself and do it that way. Like, I mean, it's not a letdown to you guys, because you still get the information from the videos itself, and I'm just happy to do that itself. It's not a lazy way of doing it. It's just like to say the game is just basically do me in to a point where I've got to do, like to say, do the videos the way I do them, and because, like I said, if it crashes or it basically almost like it stops working. And like I said, I just got to deal with that. So I'm not, like I said, it's just, I know, like I said, when it comes to, like, just say, basically trying to figure what part of the video that you watch. Well, I do have them labeled to part 1, part 2, part 3, and I'll follow basically, when it comes to, like I said, I got it, basically, it's called troved, getting troved, whatever the case may be. And that means, basically getting troved means the game crashed. So people understand what the word trove means. Like, I mean, it'll be a lot less complicated and a lot less confusing of what I'm trying to talk about. So, like I said, so you guys can understand. Like I said, if I'm getting troved, that means it's basically not working. Like, I mean, it's something to do with Trove itself. And like, I mean, I could do, like I said, every other type of game. I can do it for hours and hours and hours. But where Trove is actually using an old a game engine, and I'm trying to actually work around that. Like, I mean, I could be, like I said, if I'm going at work and stuff like that, I'm doing a stream, it cuts off or whatever the case may be. I hate when it cuts off like that because it's like, no, I can't really stream the game itself. Like I say, with all short videos. But like I said, I'm not trying to do that. I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to take, like I said, the lazy way out and say, nah, screw this. But as you notice, like I said, I done about an hour or something, hour plus yesterday for streaming, and I had to put it to those 3 videos. I don't like to do it that way. It annoys me. It annoys me so much. So what I might just do yet, while this event is going, I might basically just pick up an extra game, stick on the channel itself, come back here to when I'm actually can stream it and make it work right for you guys a little bit better, and be able to do it that way. And of course, everything that you see on my channel is always live. Like, I mean, every single thing. So if I'm actually basically messing up or whatever the case may be, you'll hear me mess up, whatever the case may be, and I'll basically keep it there. I'll keep it there forever because I want to see exactly where I'm to. I want to see exactly, like I said, where everything else is to and whatnot too. So for every single day, like, I mean, like I said, I'm like everybody else, has good days, bad days, whatever it may be, and I try to work around that and see if I can have less bad days. But it's what it is. And now I'm gonna grab that portal here and go straight down. So yeah, like, I mean, I try to do better myself itself, so my stream can become better and try to get more information out there. And like I said, I like to be able to do longer videos because of the fact that if I do longer videos itself, that means, like, I mean, it's nice to be able to do short clips. I know, like I said, if you're watching a movie, like I said, at the theaters, and you got like a 2-hour movie, well, you gotta use to watch them at least once and halfway between and whatnot in some cases. But like I said, that's why I don't try to do a lot of long videos. So you basically can go along and still get back into your game and stuff like that as well. So like I said, I'm always thinking of you guys itself to say, get information out there, getting out as much information as possible, and then basically get you back into your game like a bit. Like I said, if I got an hour video, like I said, yes, I can go along and say, oh, this is here, this is here, this is here, and do it that way. But the only thing is, with Trove and the way it's designed, it's a little bit harder to do that because it's just, that means I would actually be clipping within the video itself. They're basically separating, okay, this is an explanation of this and this and this, but the information is so short, but the information is still there. That I can't do that. It's just like, it's not like a PC build. It's like, okay, I just put an AIO in a PC and I'm just still basically working on the hookups and stuff like that. It's completely different than that. So that's exactly why I look at it. You can actually clip that in that direction, but games have a little bit harder to do. So that's exactly, I was thinking about doing it that way. I was absolutely thinking about doing it that way, to try to basically do it a little bit differently. But the thing is, where games and stuff like that, it doesn't have much basically clip gap itself, and not much editing gap. And like I said, even when it crashes, at least even with Trove, like I said, it's just making shorter videos, but that for editing and stuff like that, it doesn't have much of a gap. Same thing as playing like any game, like playing Apex and stuff like that. People just run straight through. You don't say, oh, I'm going to pick up a gun, look at this gun, and show you exactly the gun, the name of the gun, and it doesn't work. And that's just the thing. It sounds funny to do it that way, but it'd be absolutely redundant and pointless. But it was another way I was thinking about streaming. But yeah, it doesn't work that way. But I wish it did. like I said, it'd be like, hey man, I got this crystalline gear. Look at me, and basically it'd show everybody. Okay, you just put this in here, put this in here, and then do the next film and or the next piece, and yeah, I wish it did actually work that way, but it doesn't. Anyway, regardless of that, like I said, I'm still working on a lot of other stuff too as well. Like I mean, I'm thinking about picking up Apex soon, and pretty much if I get a group of a good team together, I'll probably go back to Grand Theft Auto. But see, the Grand Theft Auto, the reason why I quit playing that is just because of the fact that, as I said before in one of my other videos, I went along and just quit it because of all the mods and hacks and stuff. It took the fun out of the game. Like I mean, it's like I mean, you had to deal with a lot of that stuff. Now I know it's still in the game, and I was basically someone was mentioned to me that they actually tried to give equal advantage to those people that's trying to play the game, but I don't know how they did the equal advantage type of thing. But I heard that they had something in play or something like that that they actually did use in the game itself to basically to reduce the frustration and stuff like that of that. But the thing is, I don't know what they did. Like I said, I know like I said, I've got a character that's really well built on the server, and so on and so forth. I do have multiple different vehicles. I've got basically enough to do a lot of heists and stuff like that, and I would love to be able to get that going as well. So basically, just to get a little bit more fun and everything else to the channel, and like I mean, just to having the people to work together, so basically everybody benefits, and that's not, like I said, not only for my own self, but for everybody in this full circle. And that's exactly what I'm looking at. Like just have some people to play Apex with, and so on and so forth. Now I'm not looking for players as of such, but like I said, try to make this community and stuff like that, and basically the followers, just to basically to have fun together and stuff like that. Because I know Trove has only 2 points of actually togetherness. That is doing delves and doing leviathans. It's not much grinding dungeons. Grinding dungeons is mostly solo. Like I mean, you gain a lot more doing solo. That's why you see me do a lot of solo dungeons, as I mentioned before. But it's what it is. It's limitations of basically the playing together and stuff like that constantly, and you gain a lot more stuff if you do play solo, if you got the right stats and stuff like that, and it does do what it's supposed to do. But like I mean, on the other hand, like I said, it's just different. It's just absolutely different that way. So that's exactly what I look at. Like I said, I'm looking for another way of actually be able to help the community in different ways. Like I mean, support the games that you guys play itself, more than just getting information and from Trove, but actually to be able to do more stuff with you guys. So, like I mean, I just look at that. Like I said, if there's any possible way of doing that, like I said, and make stuff work, I would love to do that. I would love to absolutely do that. Like I mean, I do have, like I said, every game I do play, like I mean, I know exactly what to do with them. But the only thing is, it's the level and so on and so forth of, like I said, to try to get things to work. Like I mean, I done that. I got things to work when I was playing Warframe. Well, basically, as I said before, we had our dojo and stuff running. We had basically 20 people together, and we basically done a lot of stuff together. And we've done that for 3.5 years. So think about this way. 3.5 years of gaming and stuff like that, and have the community working together. That would actually be great. That would be actually working. But the only problem is, like I mean, just to get everybody to work together and so on and so forth on the same goal, like I said, even if it's only a handful of people, and that's exactly what I look at. Now, like I said, it's only a suggestion. It's only a suggestion. But like I said, I would love to be able to do that. I'd like to be able to help the gaming community and help you guys, like I said, just to achieve just a little bit more oomph in their games and stuff like that, and be able to do it that way. And that's exactly what I was thinking, because I know, like I said, Trove is Trove, you know, and like I mean, it is a it's still a grinder. It's still a lot of information to give out. And yes, I did give out quite a bit of information. The only thing is, I don't know what the next event is and so on and so forth. But when the next event rolls around, I'll be able to try to keep up with that and basically stream the event and whatnot. But the only thing is, I still got to wait. I still got to wait for the next event, which should, like I said, there's an event every month, but there is so many of the events that repeat themselves. So that's why when I basically the event starts repeating themselves, I cannot do the same video twice. Like, I mean, it's not going to help the community at all. So that's exactly what I do. Like, I mean, I might be collecting flowers, for instance, and that might be the very first time that you actually did that. But if it's a repeat of the same stuff over and over, I try not to do that as much with the channel. Like I said, there is some videos that I did post up before that I did repeat a little bit of stuff, but I worded it a little bit differently and whatever, as I said mentioned before, and that's exactly what I do. Like I said, I am talking the way I talked a couple of days ago with the same stuff. It's like this is what Trove basically does to a streamer. You end up just going into a loop, and I don't like the loop itself. I try to stay away from the loop, and I try to make stuff work, and that's the thing. Now, what I'm doing right now is just basically working on trying to get a little bit more stuff done, get my dailies done, of course, and working on that. Now, like I said, I'll basically, when I get the other camera burn now, I've got to get ready to go to work because it's 6 o'clock right now on my time, and I've got to go to work. Like I said, I've begun to work within the next hour, so I can go out and do some shopping and stuff for my customers, and then I'll be gone until about 5, 6 o'clock a.m. on my side. So I've got basically a lot of work to do and get ready for work. So yeah, like I said, I wish I could show you exactly, guys, what the type of job I'm never gonna do. It's fun. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. But like I said, it's just I'm in a disclosed location in most cases, and like I said, just filming other people. Like I said, and posted on my channel, they may not like that too much. So I don't do that. That's why I don't do it unless I got their verification of those people and so on and so forth. But it is a lot of fun to do what I'm doing. Like I said, I enjoy my job a lot. I also, like I said, enjoy you guys too. So it's kind of like a 50-50 draw of what, like I said, what to be doing. But I know what I'm doing itself. But it's just what to be doing overall to see exactly if, like I said, if I can actually do something with the channel, just to go along and make a little bit something else extra out of it. And or if, like I said, if it doesn't work out, well, like I said, I'll still got to go and do the job. But if I can actually get it to work, I might go along and just say, still might do the job itself, just to basically, but I use the money and everything to go along and support you guys, so I can give basically gifts and stuff out. This is exactly what I like to be able to do. I also help some of the community that's around me with, like, let's say, the homeless or people that's needing food and whatnot, just to help them survive a little bit better. And that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, I mean, it's a concept that I like to work with and see exactly, because I did mention this a couple of times. People are like, hey man, you're only streaming for yourself, you're only going to try to make it. No, I'm not doing that. I want to be able to help the community out. I know you can't solve everybody else's issues or problems, but I like to be able to actually do something back for the community and make it work. And like I said, even if it's only a small amount of people. Now, there's YouTubers out there, a lot of them out there are more into it for themselves. Like I said, as I said before, where I'm actually basically, I'm a PC builder, avid gamer itself, and like I said, I just do that side as a hobby. But if my hobby can actually do something else for me and support other people, not just doing streams and doing videos and all that fun stuff, but just to basically make something work and to basically at the same time, because I know sometimes you'll be like, oh man, I don't have the money to get the plus, I can't play with you, oh, and then it's like, oh, okay, I can actually go along and probably go to a US site, get a US code, and basically do it that way. I know how to do all that stuff. This is basically to get like some PlayStation Plus, even if it's only a month. Even if it's only a month, it might be like $7 or $8 or something like that. This is start. And then basically that's what I would do. I basically just help the community in that direction so you can enjoy the games with your friends. And then you have everything running constantly, and it's like, oh my god, this is so much fun. And that's exactly what I try to do itself. Like, I mean, even currently, to try to help people, like I said, with different things. But of course, I can't basically do the gift thing, and I can't do that because my channel right now is very limited. And that's exactly what I look at. I love to be able to do something back for you guys. Like, I mean, you're supporting my channel, you're doing all this, and I appreciate it 100%. Like I said, it brings me so much joy and stuff like that, that there is you guys supporting and stuff like that. But there is a limit of support. Then it's a limit of basically trying to give something back to you guys. And of course, I could use my money. But of course, the work that I do, I don't make a lot of money at it. I just make just a little bit, and just enough for myself to survive to a point. Now, I'm not, like I said, it doesn't make me rich. Like I said, it takes me a year to basically to buy a computer part. Well, decent computer part. And I mean, it's just one of those things that, like I said, I can't go along and buy latest and greatest thing tomorrow because I don't have the money and so on and so forth. But it's not me complaining about it or anything like that. It's something, like I said, something I get to do. Like I said, what I work with and what I work on basically in the real world, not the virtual world, that I love doing what I do. But like I said, it's just one of those things. So I got to deal with what I got to deal with. And I've been dealing with it for that long time. And like I said, it's just something I love working on. And like I said, if I can actually be able to give something back to you guys just for the support of the channel, I would love to do that. Like, I mean, like, the thing is, getting to the affiliate would help me to do that. And I'm basically, like I said, that means I'll tell you exactly what needs to be done with my channel. Now, yes, I got to be active and to be able to do longer streams to a point. Basically, just to get people into the lobby. Once people are into the lobby, it's got to be more than 30 seconds for Twitch to pick up the people that's in the lobby. And it's got to be 3 or more players or 3 or more viewers into the lobby. How are you doing, Snoop? How is your PR grinding going, dude? Hopefully you're doing great this morning, dude. Or this afternoon, depends on what you're to. Yeah, basically, I'm trying to get, I'm trying to explain how the affiliate system works on here. So, like I said, if you guys wanted to support me getting the affiliate and stuff like that, that's up to you. But once I get there, like I said, I'd like to be able to give back to you guys. Like I said, getting the PlayStation Plus for you guys. And some stuff that you guys have a problem of actually doing that. My day is only started. I've got to go to work in about an hour. So I've got to basically get ready for that. And that's why I said I'll be doing a short stream right now just to fill in the beginning of the day. And probably I'll be doing a stream later on in the morning. So I'll basically get two time zones. And that's exactly what I'm doing. Right now, like I said, I'm just doing a little bit of grind for another about probably 15 or 20 minutes. And then I'll have to end my stream here because I've got to go and do some shopping and stuff like that. Like I said, I always do give back to the community and do back to my customers. Like I said, it keeps customers happy, keeps my customers regular and stuff like that. But it does cost money to do that in the real world. As I mentioned before, even my job doesn't give me a lot of money, but it gives me enough to basically just to keep the job running, you know. And that's exactly what I look at it. So I look at it exactly what that is. But like I said, if I can actually support you guys, it'll basically be a true getting affiliate and stuff like that. And basically I'll be able to help out with the communities that's around me too. Now, I know I'm not going to make a fortune and just to get an affiliate. But as I mentioned before, it takes 3 people 30 plus seconds to be into the lobby. And when they basically, because Twitch does not recognize those people hopping in for 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and gone. Basically, got to be 30 plus seconds for it to be recognized. And it's got to be 3 people, like I said, 3 viewers into the chat itself. You don't need to chat. All you do is just sit there. And basically, every hour, it ticks up by a point and a half. Every half an hour, it only goes up by a couple of points. So one person does not help at all. It's just one of those things. 2 people helps a little bit. Like 2 people gives me about 1.6, 1.7. That's a little bit of a tick, but it's a very slow tick. So just say if I got 7 or 8 people in here doing that, basically my ticks go faster, and that means I get more points. It's like doing the lotto itself. You get like a little bit of a point, or just getting 1 number right, and then you get 2 number right, 3 number right, and whatever the case may be, and you get closer to your goal. And that's exactly why it works. And I'll use that analogy because of the fact that trying to get basically streamers to be watching for that length of time, it's like winning a lottery, because a lot of people just get in there, get bored right quick, and like I said, do whatever. I'm not saying to basically just stay in the chat, but what I'm saying, people choose what they do anyway. But what I'm saying is, it's just more to do with the support. Like, I mean, as I said before, I can have all the followers, I can have all these people, and the problem is with just having followers, it does help the numbers a little bit. But then you've got people just clicking on the button just to click on the button and to say, okay, I followed you, I'm supporting your channel, but they don't realize that they're just a number at that point. And and that's not basically being rude to followers or anything like that. It's just the way Twitch is. It's just, I wish it would work. Like YouTube works a little bit differently. Like, I mean, YouTube, you don't necessarily... See, YouTube is all to do with views, and it does with followers. So these kind of absolutely the opposite of each other, the way you do things with the two things. And like I said, that's why I said I've got a lot of videos. I'm trying to help you guys out as much. But the other side of the coin, I'm being stopped trying to get something else done. And like I said, I'm not complaining about it. I'm not complaining about it at all. I just try to mention to you guys, like, if you're trying to run a channel, like, I mean, that's why I said, if you're streaming yourself, you decide to stream, I will stick in your channel for hours. I'll get on my phone and just stick in your channel for hours, or just enough for Twitch to go along and say, okay, he's available, he's there, this is a person, this is basically a supporter, boom, done. And that's exactly how it works. So I'm still supporting your channel, like I said, in that direction. So, like I said, it's working together as a team itself, and basically doing the follows. Like, I mean, I can click on and say, okay, I'm following you, I'm following your stream, I'm doing all that stuff, and that's exactly how it works. So, like, I mean, if there's a certain time frame and stuff like that, like, I mean, for a person wants to get back to their game, well, like I said, I do have multiple things that can actually view people. If I'm not streaming on my computer, I'm actually watching someone else's stream. I'm watching for 4 hours. Even if I'm actually gone AFK, I'm actually still there. Like, Sir Dougly Fresh is one of the followers that started to follow me. He has a few more followers now, but I'll stick there and help him support his channel, so he can actually make the the ads, basically help him do with revenue. Also be able to help him try to make something with his channel. So he's basically benefiting, which is great. Like, I mean, that's why I like about the Twitch itself. It's not hard to do. It's just time consuming. And like I said, all the videos I've got and produced, he plays Apex. He plays almost the same stuff as I do. So he basically plays Minecraft. He plays like a little bit of Fortnite. I don't like Fortnite. Fortnite is just like, no. Because, of course, I don't like the load times and stuff with Fortnite. And I don't like, basically, when you actually get, like, you gotta wait in 3 to 5 minutes to do a lobby. To me, you're just looking at lobby. You're looking at you're not looking at gameplay. And that's the reason why I don't play it. It's not that I dislike the game. It's just that, no. Like, I mean, Apex is not so bad. It does have a little bit of wait time because EA servers are just crap. I will say that. They were being crap from day one. Like, I mean, same thing with, like I said, if you're doing a racing game, it takes forever to get into the racing games. Like I said, you might be waiting 2 or 3 minutes to get into a lobby. Even with racing games, it should not be, but it's what it is, you know. And sometimes you may even wait a half an hour. Like, I mean, I've seen Apex with a timer on the very bottom, 32 minutes to get into a lobby. But in that 32 minutes, you got it guaranteed to get a spot into a lobby and whatnot, whatever the case may be. And of course, like I said, if you're a lower level and stuff, I don't know if you can unlock and have faster times with higher levels. I don't know. I know if you're in a lobby, you do not want to leave that lobby, because if you do, you're basically losing time. But that's exactly what happens. So, like I said, I know how the games work, how the servers work, and stuff like that. But just to deal with them itself and try to figure out what games to play that's instantly there, and basically try to make as much content and stuff as possible, so it doesn't have load times. Load times. Basically, that's why I said I've got my PlayStation 5. That's the reason why I've got an SSD. I've got an NVMe stuck into it so I can reduce the load times. I'm not looking for more load times. I'm not looking for these basically slowdowns. I want to be able to enjoy the game itself and be able to get in there and basically do what I need to do in the game itself. I want to be able to get some levels. I want to get things moving. And that's exactly what I like about Trove, even though it crashes, but it has a quick reload time. So it's good that way. So, like I said, there is a limit, like I said, to games that has, like, I mean, if I'm actually playing, I'd say, Batman, okay, I know it's a single-player game, whatever the case may be, but the way my system is set out, like, I mean, it loads quickly. Like, I mean, I might wait for only a few seconds for a load screen, just because it's coming off the console. Now, when it comes to servers and stuff like that, certain servers are extremely slow. Like, if I'm playing, like I said, if I'm playing some online games, like Phantasy Star. Phantasy Star has a few load-in menus, but it's still quick. Like I said, if you look at my videos and stuff like that, of just that game, just one, you'll see how quickly it loads. It's no load time. And, of course, the new Genesis has almost no load time at all. So it's nice. It's nice to have games like that. But of course, a lot of these games are not that popular. That's the biggest huge problem, and they don't have that much reviews. Now, I know when it comes to like older games, people tend to stay away from a lot of them, just because people are like, oh man, it's Sega or this, that, whatever the case may be. I played this years ago. Why am I playing this now? Or something like that. It's only this kind of retro game where you see them play it, or basically to have it that way. Now, like I said, there's certain games out there that does still have a lot of players, but they're mostly PC players or something like that. Because you got to remember, if the game started on PC, but there was no support for consoles, you're going to have a massive player base. But depends on if the game is dying out or not, too, as well. So if the game is dying out, that means once it hits the console, what it does, what the gaming designers and stuff does, they wait for it to almost be dead before it hits the console, just to grab the few extra players. And that's exactly what happens to a lot of games. So, like I said, you see some of the games on console. Like I said, even with Phantasy Star, that's a 1999 game. It basically came out with the very first version on the Dreamcast. It's very old, but there's many versions of that game out there, and it's all done by Sega. But the thing is, it started on PC. Well, Dreamcast, I will still count it as a PC because it was very advanced for what it was, and so on and so forth. So yeah, give me a second. All right. Anyway, regardless of that, I just got interrupted just there for about a second. But anyway, regardless of that, trying to figure out exactly what the most popular games out there, and the most popular games, that doesn't mean they're going to be actually successful either. Like I mean, they do help with streaming and stuff like that. Like say Trove, to me, it is a successful game to a point, but it's not super successful. Like, I mean, I could do Minecraft, I could do everything in Minecraft as I've been doing, but there is a limit to my even Minecraft because there's so many people streaming it. It's like you're competing against the basically the masses, and that's why I say the mainstream itself. The bigger the game is, like the more people will stream it, but then you're basically competing against these people for streaming rights. So that's what happened. Hey, Saka, how are you doing, my friend? And welcome to the channel, of course. How are you doing today, my friend? Yeah, I just basically mentioned to my buddy here, Snoop, basically how basically games and stuff work for Twitch and stuff like that. Because, like I said, a lot of people don't stream, but to understand how streaming works, it is a bit of a pain. It is a bit of a downer because of what it is, but just because of what's required and what people actually when to do stream and stuff like that, what to expect. Because it's like, as I said before, when you actually do streaming and stuff like that, like I said, it's not just hopping into a stream and say hello, goodbye, and just walk on. Like, I mean, it's all to do with time and stuff like that. Oh, nice, nice. Well, as I said, you'll be able to actually use that for mass farming, dude. Like, I mean, you'll be able to make a lot of flux out of that. Now, as I mentioned before, like, I mean, as I said, the way to get an affiliate, I'll tell you exactly what's required for Twitch. Now, for YouTube, you need 1,000 followers to get, or 1,000 people. Basically to follow you on YouTube, just to basically to do something with YouTube. That's quite a few people to start off with. But anyway, I'll tell you exactly how Twitch works. When you actually sit into a lobby, I'll tell you how the lobby system works first. So just in case you do a Twitch or anything like that to do streaming yourself, you're probably not interested in this information, but it will help you with the streaming itself. It requires 30 plus seconds for someone to basically sit in as a viewer, basically for Twitch to pick you up as a viewer. Now, the thing is, you need also the followers of 50. Of course, the more followers, it's a little bit easier to get those people to sit into your lobby for a little, even if it's, like I said, it's got to be more than 30 seconds. And not just someone coming in and say, hello, goodbye, and walk on. That's the thing. That's the thing that gets me. And that's why I say, when people saying, oh, I'm following you, I'm doing all this, and then saying, I'm supporting. And I'm like, you're supporting. But the thing is, if you're supporting itself and you're just following, you just become a number to Twitch. You're nothing to Twitch itself. It's just like, And this is what I tell people, like I said, when it comes to it. But as I said, my main goal of actually getting affiliate and stuff with with this channel is to support you guys. Like I said, I know how to get like codes and stuff for the US. They basically do like getting PlayStation Plus or even some game cards and stuff like that. If I do get affiliate, and I'll also be able to help the communities around me too, with like the homeless people and stuff. I will still remain that some Xbox, yeah. But that's exactly what I'm doing. This is what my goal is. This is my goal to last probably since I was streaming in 2017, but I never focused on streaming that much. But this is what my goal is and still is. I never changed my prerogative of what I'm going to be doing with just the extra funding and stuff like that. So that works. Hey, Cyrex, how are you doing, my man? You're a stranger, dude. How are you doing? Like I said, and welcome to the stream, of course. Like I said, I was just basically mentioning to guys, if you decide to stream and what is required to do streaming, it's very annoying the way Twitch works, but, do you have guidelines for streamers? Ah, what did you call it, my friend? Why'd you call your club? Uh, uh, I really want to know now. You got me curious. You got me curious, dude. Awesome. All right. But anyway, like I said, the way Twitch and stuff works is like, you still got to spend some time in the lobby before it counts. That's what I'm saying. And like I said, the longer time you spend in the lobby, the more better. I can't. Yeah, I can't enjoy. Yeah, I'll just go along and buy an Xbox to join you. That's just funny. I never did like Xbox. I found it gardening gang. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Hopefully, you get enough people and stuff like that to make mass gardens in there, dude. Because you'll basically make more too. And like I said, you share off resources and share off like duties. Because if you, like I said, if you do watering and stuff like that and watering plants, you want to be able to get as much of that as done as possible. Plus, if you forget a day, and absolutely forget a day, you can go back and say, okay, you got a buddy of yours doing the watering and stuff for you. If you forget a day, you're like, oh man, I forgot this today. And you basically help each other out. Like I said, and then probably, like I said, if you're doing like the golden souls and stuff like that, which is basically really good for making flux. And I always was. Like, I mean, you make a lot of flux that way. And basically, you make a couple of million just off that within a short period of time. Well, you could do that. You can do that. Like I said, it's your own prerogative, what you want to do with your own club, of course. But, I mean, getting the extra people, like I said, and also, like I said, just getting the extra people to help you, too. Like, I mean, but getting the random people, you don't know if they're going to destroy your stuff and whatever the case may be. So if you get really close friends, you know what they're going to be doing itself. But you got to watch out. Like, I mean, if you got a Minecraft player in there and they're very destructive, you got to watch out, because you'll do the same thing with trove. And like, I mean, you do all that tilling and placing the land and stuff and flatten stuff out, and all of a sudden you got craters all over the place. I started having that happen with my club world at one point, and I started blocking up. You know how to do the commands too as well for your club, right? Like basically the permissions, because the permissions will allow you to. Okay, what you want to do is I'll show you exactly what to do, and I'll show you a quick tutorial because I'm almost out the door right now because it is getting late. But I'm going to go to my club world. Okay, what you want to do is hop into your club. You can actually do it just while you're watching. You don't have to, but I'll show you exactly what to do with it and the commands itself. Now, when it comes to having your club, you want to be able to have zones. Okay, I will show you. So you see the T's, the X with the circles with the line through them. That is, nobody can build there. Ones with the T's are like officer plus. Then the ones outside without nothing written on them is basically the public. As you know, it's like a bunch of public zones. I've got a great big zone at the bottom that I can allow people to use for farming and stuff like that. What you do is, to say, if you want to get the commands, you go with zone restrict, and then you could go nobody, means nobody can do it, officer, or whatever rank you put your club spot as. So you'll be able to do it that way to basically control your club and your club zones. Like, I mean, as I said before, I can't mine air. I'm the owner of this club. I cannot mine air. I can't do nothing with it. But if I go out to a zone, I could change the permission stuff. It's only people that is the, say, sub-leader and leader is the only people should be allowed to actually change it. But you can put permissions by going to club. When you go to club itself, you go along and go to, just say if I'm going to go to this person here, I'll go to edit roster and I can change that and so on and so forth. So what I could do is just change the VIP, but I also can change what they do, like in under a list of basically commands. So if I'm gonna basically come out here, I'll show you. There's a red block coming straight across. Please do not spam the chat, dude. Do not spam the chat, or basically I can easily put you in a timeout. Thank you. Now, the only thing is, what I'm showing you is how clubs work itself. Now, you see right here, I'm actually out into a zone, and basically it gives me a white cube. Now, this white cube allows me to place blocks. Now, the other place that it has a red cube, I cannot place nothing. So it allows me to basically say, okay, this member can actually go here. And you can actually assign your members for zones. Like you can change it in the list itself. Like I said, when you look at the clubs, you'll find exactly what I'm talking about itself. There's be a list where there's a check marks. You can actually change what an officer does and so on and so forth. So you can give officer same thing as a normal person or whatever the case may be, or a lower class person or whatever the case may be. And you can actually set each zone for those people. So if you only want them to farm or whatever the case may be, you can give them construction options and whatever the case may be, and that's the only thing they'll be able to do. Or basically do stuff like that. So it makes it a lot easier to control the stuff that's in your club and stuff like that. So you can be able to benefit from that. And instead of having stuff destroyed and stuff like that on you. Like as I said before, there's a great biggest difference in a red block and a white block and so on and so forth. And be able to actually control the zones. So that's exactly how to do your club when it comes to the commands and stuff like that. Commands are very, very, very easy in the club itself. So you'll be able to actually assign each zone to the rank and whatever the case may be. To say if I wanted to have everybody to do a zone, that means basically officer and everything else could do that zone and so on and so forth. But if there is actually, if you want a specific zone, you can tell an officer and put officer. So everybody below officer will be able to use it, but above officer won't be able to use it. Well, actually, above officer, they can use it. Below officer, they won't be able to use it. That's if you've got member. A member won't be able to use an officer's spot. So you can take control of the level. Now, I wish it was another way of actually just going to a player's profile and just go along and say, okay, I can let you do this zone and you can be able to use this area. It doesn't work that way. I wish it did, but it doesn't work that way. So, like I said, it's kind of like Minecraft to a point when it comes to, like, say, zoning and dezoning and whatever the case may be. So, yeah, you'll be able to have control of that. But anyway, guys, I'm going to have to cut my stream short because of the fact, like I said, I've got to go to work. But if you found this video, it happens. But anyway, if you found this video very useful and how to do different things in the game, and also be able to do some twitching and stuff like that, if you decide to go streaming, you'll understand what is required for Twitch, because Twitch is just a pain. Anyway, I got to go to work. I've got, like I said, a half an hour to get my gear on and then out the door. But I will be on in the AM once again to do another stream if you guys are available. And like I said, you can always check out my YouTube channel as well. And like I said, if the videos helps, like I said, help you play a game and stuff like that are quite a bit better. Like I said, this is what I'm doing right now. This is what I'm here for, just to help you guys as much. So I'm going to say basically later gators, and I'll hopefully be able to see you once again on the channel itself. And hopefully, like I said, you can check out my YouTube channel. It's in my description itself, and you'll be able to go straight there and get as helpful videos as possible. Of course, when it comes to it, just to make just a little bit shorter of an ending, basically, if you find the information, you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel as well, just to basically support it just a little bit. You don't have to, the videos are still there to help people like yourself basically to understand the game. Anyway, peace it for now, guys. Have fun and do what you do, but don't do what I do. Just kidding. And like I said, peace it for now. Have a good one.